Yes, Rastafari, give thanks, blessed love, glorify. Mhm. Yes, give thanks. I don't know what is causing that noise there, but wait a minute. I don't know what is causing that noise there. That noise coming from where? That's my noise. It's from my thing.
From your, do
Okay.
you have YouTube open here?
Okay, it's okay. Yeah.
Okay, because I think the mic is picking it up here.
All right.
And then
Okay.
it feed it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
One more thing, audio from you.
Audio.
Yeah.
Give thanks.
Thanks. See, it's on this side.
Rastafari.
Yes. Okay, stand by.
Yeah. Oh, you said you had the footage for me?
Yeah, I have the footage. Bernard has it. Let me see. Let me call him. Let me see if it come down
Okay.
before you finish.
Okay.
Okay.
Give thanks. Bless. Right, we give thanks for life and the mighty life giver. Give thanks as we are getting ready to begin. Give thanks, Dolores Alexander, Mike D. Give thanks. The Blue Lion, give thanks. Right Honorable Skelash, myself. Yeah. Blessing, blessed love, Honorable Norris Martin. Give thanks for all those of you watching live on YouTube. Definitely. We're going to have a very interesting program today. We do glorify. Yes. Giving thanks for life, for the mighty life giver. Mm-hmm. Do you have the laptop? It says looking. Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely we do give thanks for life and the mighty life. We give thanks as we are almost about to begin our program. And it's going to be a program where we're going to just read a news article. Whenever you're ready, Yes, definitely we do give thanks for life and a mighty life gift, and we give thanks for the divine opportunity to be here with you once more. The Food at 7 on Calabash Television, live in St. Lucia, and also those of you who are with us live on YouTube, give thanks, definitely, for all the people who are live with us right here on YouTube. Give thanks for Rasta Reef, Deborah Walters, Prasad Brown, Dolores Alexander, Mike D, Michelle, Honorable Goddess Ethiopia, give thanks, Norris, the Blue Lion. Give thanks for everyone who is there with us this evening. Definitely, as we going to go into the depths of some levels of meditation that is very important that we as a people actually function as. We really need to boost up the level of our meditation, how we go into that level of meditation, how we consider ourselves and how we love ourselves and how we deal with ourselves. Because many times, people has come with all type of reports, and what we have learned as people of my generation, I would say, um, that generation, pre-scalers generation, a generation of people who I went into the immigration department, and I met this sister that we actually went to school together. She was a year ahead of us, and I was just reasoning, and then I brought back the memories of how even in the countryside, as a young man growing up, and even as a community whereby it's a community where everyone actually knows everyone, and everyone is like one. You know, the times when everyone used to go at everyone's home, and that just love and oneness, and river bathing and breadfruit roasting and all type of thing. And as we would say, the only fear that our parents might have specifically is that an accident happens in the river. So you were always warned about not going into the river, and sometimes as children, the depths of these rivers, there were um, places in the rivers that were so deep that no matter how you go down, you will never touch the bottom. Deep, 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 real, like deep, deep. You go down and down and down and down and down. You can't touch the bottom. And there were people at that time, I know, remember people who used to be able to go down, and yeah, if you have to touch the bottom, you have to dive down, touch the bottom, and take dirt and come back up with the dirt and say, yeah, man, you touched the bottom. Some people used to try to cheat and put the dirt in their pocket and go down and pretend like they touched the bottom, but um, they never touch the bottom, and everybody knows because there are places that you just can't touch the bottom. So these times were some wonderful times, and I give thanks, for growing up in such a loving and tender environment, whereby I got the opportunity to actually experience that anciency that my grandmother was still able to actually pass on to me, because I grew up specifically. I wasn't raised, when something is raised, something is burned. They say, who raised you? That person raised you. But getting raised is getting burnt. Give thanks, Honorable Empress Edith and Honorable Marcus. Give thanks, love, peace, and blessings. Definitely live on YouTube. Also, I know sometimes you shy, but that's okay, right? Definitely. So we give thanks to all those of you who are with us, and all those people specifically here in St. Lucia, as the simple aspects of our lives that actually make us. Sometimes we try to discard it, and we try to actually run away from the simple aspects that we were actually brought up by, and the methods that our ancestors, our grandparents, our foreparents, our aunties and our uncles, what they utilize specifically to actually culture us and grow us, not raise us, grow us. Oh, okay. All right, that grow us, the kind of love and tenderness So again, I give thanks for that, right? I do give thanks for all those elders, all these people in my life from that time who have contributed immensely in my life. I do glorify and I give thanks for that. I sincerely, I give thanks, for being an Adventist. I was an Adventist at a point, as young as 12 years. I think I was 11 probably. Even before I was in Form 1, I believe that, you know, um, yeah, yeah, about that time there, even before Form 1 time, 10, 11 years, I go and I get baptized as an Adventist something because I'm a man who was always searching for God still, and I thought I had found it in the Adventist church at that time, which was very good for me, because it surrounded me with many key people that actually I interacted in within that time. That were instrumental in my evolution as a man. So yes, at 11, 10, 11, I remember going to the crusade and doing them things there young and listening to the vibes and loving the Sabbath, El Sabado. Yeah, and I baptized and thing, and my mother wasn't very happy because I just did that, man. So sometimes your mother doesn't be happy when you make some decisions. But it wasn't like I was making the decisions at that time whereby at that young age I was making a decision to go to a dance or to go to a bloco or to go and steal something or go and do a crime or go and murder something. Yeah, no. Right? It's just that I was being disobedient in the fact that I left the Catholic vibes and I went into the Adventist vibes. All right? So that was my disobedience at that age, 10, 11. Yeah, I remember that time, definitely. Yeah, so in that realms, in that space of time, my interaction with plenty different people at that time there, Randy, Dexter, Roscoe, all these different, they were young youths growing up together in the church. Yeah, and the young sisters and the elders, you know, Brother Simon and these people that even in that time in that church was a man that used to, speak to the youth man and them a lot. I remember plenty times when myself, Dexter and Randy and Roscoe, Ali, yeah, we sit down with the same elders and we sit down and have some good respect. So all these things there, even that realms and even the same people I mentioned, most of us have evolved into whatever that we have evolved into. And the collision of these individuals even that space of time made us into whatever that we are today. So my decisions growing up and my interactions with the elders and the youth and the people that I grew up with, I give thanks for these things there. Because these things they help to form and create the I today. So I don't practice regret and regret what I did. No, man, I surely give thanks, even to be a Catholic. When I was a Catholic and doing my first communion and all them type of things, I give thanks for the experience. I went through it. It's experience for me. It's part of my portfolio. I mean, if you write something about prescale, actually, you have to include these things. Yeah, man. So at the end of the day, I give thanks for my path, my journey, my journey to the now, the present. I give thanks. I glorify and I give thanks for all those people in my life who actually, spend that time and gave me that love, you know. I give thanks, man. Yeah, definitely. So the love and the unity at that particular point, it was just phenomenal. And I pray that even my own children would have that ability to actually interact on such profound levels with people when everything was just one. It's just a one, and just one. If you're fixing up a bike, you buy your parts and you build a bike. Now you have to buy a bike. But people buy a bike brand new, but we have to build our bikes and create these things and then riding down to the beach. whatever it is, by the end of the day, it was a process. And that unity. And it's all these things, that way of living, that culturing from youth coming up. These are the things that really and truly created I and I. So I do give thanks to all those people who it's part of my creation and my being, and I do glorify. Mhm. And it's these things that help me and make me stay focused, because at the end of the day, when it comes to night, we used to hear plenty thing about our coconut oil, and people used to say our coconut oil have high cholesterol and all these different type of things. And then our whole country, people began to actually run away from the whole aspect of the coconut oil, because remember, it's the love for what we've been through, for our journey, our tradition, where we coming from, that love, remember, we coming from cocoa sec, going by the river and chewing coconut, right? Sucking the juice and taking the bits of it or the husk of it, and then rubbing your skin and rubbing all yourself, because when you come from river, you don't remember to see all your face dry and your skin dry and now. We usually used to eat the dry coconut and squeeze all the juice of it. And and even use the juice and oil on yourself. After you well scrub up yourself, and then you jump in the river again, and you come out, you shining. Right? So we grew up with that. So for someone to come and tell us now that after all the years upon years upon years upon years upon years upon years of utilizing the coconut, all of a sudden the coconut not good, right? And then skillfully skillfully then introduce vegetable oil and soya oil and corn oil. I mean, so much corn you plant already, right? How is it that all of a sudden, you could make oil from corn and vegetable oil? Where these things they come from, right? So you want to live our abundance in coconuts that you could literally chew with your teeth and squeeze out the milk and rub your skin and you're shining. You could never do that with corn. Corn doesn't have that accessible oil, right? All of a sudden now, there is corn oil and soybean oil and vegetable oil, and then everybody get afraid of coconut oil, and people say all type of things about coconut oil, right? And then the ancient man himself, and the ancient seed, the man himself who kept up and held up with the principles and the liberty of our foreparents, the Rastafari. Yes, you look at him right, the bearded man. Yeah, the bearded and the locks man. Yeah, man. The Rastafari held on tightly to the principles of the elders of our ancestors. Yeah. So when they were putting down coconut, man, I didn't have to stand up, but still, I mean, I say if I have to stand up for something, I mean, come on, I'm gonna stand up for pure coconut, you know. Saya telling me Kobe passed away priest. You see all them things. I don't really like these things, As my brethren, the technician was saying a while ago. Saya on YouTube. It's two people did it. I mean, Saya said, Kobe passed away priest. Okay, all right. And then someone else said it. Okay, Mike D said we lost a legend to the rest in power, Kobe Bryant. You give thanks for these things there, but all the time that when we live and thing and the man alive, you should have said that. You don't wait until people die to recognize them. That type of dead people mentality that we have. We have to stop these things. That in death you begin to remember people and begin to miss people. You have to stop them things then on. You have to stop them things then on. You should have said that way before and say give thanks for the man. The man have excellent skills as a man while the man alive. So probably you could have seen your comment. So we give thanks honorable, for your humility. As you see the man, real humble, Saya, I say bone deaf, you know, dead mentality. True, Marcus say a joy. So give thanks for the joy, my Lord. Love, right? So we give thanks for the life of the man. And yeah, I know, and I heard this of the news, north, east, west, and south. I heard of the news. But at the end of the day, I am a man who loves to celebrate the life. And as a people, we have to learn to celebrate people while they're alive and tell the person, yeah, I love you. And that's why I myself does mention people that have impacted in my life. And I'm not going to wait until the man pass away to come and say, oh, the man was a good thing, a good that. No. While the person alive and thing, I say, oh man, give thanks. What? Give thanks, man. While they're alive, man. You must always give thanks for them, for the people. Barbara Shepherd, give thanks, truly. Prophet Tafari, give thanks. Yes, bro, give thanks. Jamie Albert, give thanks, Honorable, for being with us live today. So definitely, it's a wonderful evening, and as you know, we're touching up on the coconut oil that they try to put down and cast down with the hypocritical things. So for all these hundreds of years we're using it, never happened to us. All of a sudden, coconut oilers give people heart attack and on everything. It's when they bring the soybean oil and the vegetable oil and the canola oil and all these poisons that they bring. I never see a canola tree. Take some soybeans and make some oil for me. You could just grate the coconuts, squeeze out the milk, leave it there overnight, and in the morning you could catch oil from the top without even applying heat. Natural nut oil. You try to criticize it. And then grate some soybean, squeeze out the milk, and leave it there. It will stink. Same thing with corn, it will stink. Right? So we try to put down the coconut and then force down. What they force on our people? Soybean oil. Soybean oil. Now, I was reading an article. On RT News. And I'm just going to read part of it for you, I'm going to read part of that article for you. It says that, bam, 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 I quote, new research has shown that despite being marketed as a healthy alternative, soybean oil, America's most popular oil, causes neurological changes in the brains of mice and may contribute to autism and dementia in humans. Yeah, right. So, we're talking about, they say that our coconut oil does raise up the cholesterol. So even if it was just, okay, even if that was true, I mean, for sure, I would have preferred that, your cholesterol a bit high, you go and do some exercise or some kind of thing. You understand? And you're good, but you bring that down. But you fight down our oil, our indigenous oil, and then force us as a people to begin to buy soybean oil and vegetable oil and corn oil, only to find out. But of course, we know that because Rastafari don't use them things there. These are my pure coconut oil. Yeah, man. And things that I know grated and the milk squeeze out, not any kind of thing that is refined, How you have to refine it for? It's found already. You have to refine it. No, it's found already, man. You have to refine it. It's found. Yeah, it's found. So they pull a 649 on the people and make the people throw away the coconut oil and mash up the whole industry in St. Lucia. Right? And then they introduce soybean oil on the people. And hear that. They say that the oil causes neurological changes. What they say? Right? It causes neurological changes in brains of mice and may contribute to autism and dementia in humans. Right? So they say all type of things. They say it's the extracts of the food of the soybeans are using everything from fast food to animal feeds and baby formula. A research team from the University of California, Riverside, has been studying the impact of soybean oil for several years. They previously found that it induces diabetes right? Diabetes and obesity in mice. Hardly surprising, given that vegetable oils are high in saturated and unsaturated fatty acids. By now, most people know that eating too much fried foods is bad. Okay, all right. So they say, oh my goodness, these people there. So they're saying from Alzheimer's to autism. The study is published in Endocrinology, a scientific journal, and shows that when soybean oil is fed to mice, it has major impact on their hypothalamus. That's a very important part of the brain. An area of the brain crucial for regulating mood and behavior. So you're taking our coconut oil and you're giving us an oil that causes neurological changes, change our moods, our behavior. More worryingly, it even affected over 100 of the mice genes, including one for controlling oxytocin. Oxytocin is the love and bonding hormone. Do you understand what? Are you understanding the impact of the soybean oil after they burn down our coconut oil and force down vegetable oil and soybean oil and corn oil and canola oil on us? They're genetically modified oils. Huh? So they say that it reduces the levels of oxytocin, the love and bonding hormone. Now, hear that. Soybean fed mice showed lower levels of oxytocin in the hypothalamus. Other genes affected had to do with metabolic and hormone pathways, including the insulin pathway, synonymous with diabetes. There was also upregulation of genes associated with anxiety, depression, and schizophrenia. You schizophrenia? My goodness. So you see all these things there are damn things there, right? And they say mice are used as a model organisms for human health for a reason. As a mammal species, they have similar tissue and genetics to us, and it is reasonable to provisionally project some of the offers health warnings onto humans. But they know it because you could see the remarkable increase in autism and schizophrenia and depression and anxiety and all these different type of things. That sad story mentality, that poor me mentality affecting us as a people now, today, right now. Come on. So they stopped our soybean oil, our coconut oil, and they gave us soybean oil. Why start give thanks, blessed love? So I mean, definitely, we have to really check ourselves as a people, because plenty things happening around the world, and we have to basically, just be real focused and be thankful, be gracious for the now, the present opportunity to be, because right now is the present, and it's a present. Give thanks for the gift of life. So when you hear that the people that are responsible for safeguarding our wellness, these people there now, most times they are quickly and hurriedly, unwisely, they put down everything that our ancestors have done. And they are quick to uphold, quick oh my goodness, they'll throw away the coconut oil and pick up the soybean oil fast. They did it in St. Lucia. And St. Lucia having two Nobel laureates, a country of a population of less than 200,000 people, about 160,000 people. That's the population of St. Lucia. Mind you. Yeah, man. And they have two Nobel laureates. Yet still, they don't really fully understand that the Nobel laureates came out of the bosoms, the testicles, and the ovaries of our ancestors. So there are many testicles and many ovaries out there that has sperm and eggs that have great people. There are many great people, right? So why didn't we at that time conduct our own, say, come and well, but logically, let us look at this. My grandmother raised me up with coconut oil. Right now, I'm 80. I don't have any of these things. Look at my grandmother, how she's living. She was never this way. How can you tell me that? As a people, we're supposed to stand and affirm our identity, our culture, our tradition, and use the scientific method, right? Not to put down our truths, but to support it, empower our people. But we're quick to just drop things and follow. Yeah, man. At the end of the day, when it comes to night, man, we just give thanks, right? So right now, you see all them things there that the soybean oilers do. And that's the most used oil in the United States of America. In St. Lucia too, plenty people stop using coconut oil. Some people tell you, boy, they don't like the smell. All of a sudden, they don't like the smell. All type of thing they tell you. But at our restaurants, that's all we use. Coconut oil. I mean, we use a virgin one, for the salads. Because the palm oil is a more heat stable oil than any of the oils. Most of the oils, when you heat them, it becomes toxic. So our ancient coconut oil that our ancestors used. Yeah, man. Give thanks for that. Right? So we must always put forward the scientific method to support what our ancestors do. We shouldn't be too quick, to put down what our ancestors do. So as scientists, as medicinal practitioners, as doctors and nurses, and I mean there are plenty things that we grew up seeing. So all of a sudden it's not good. And all of us come from the same families. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, most of us, the majority of the doctors in the hospitals nowadays are people that probably I went to school together with, or people that were after me, you know. So it's not like we were really strangers. I remember a point in time, there was this brother, he's a doctor now, and then, I mean, we went to A level together. And then the man behaving like as if he refused to speak to the priest, because he's a medical doctor now. And you know, I do herbal medicine. I'm a priest. I'm a healer. Not a doctor, a healer, right? Man refused to. And man, we went to A level together, sat down in same classrooms together. While he was at medical school in Cuba, I was there also. Just because he's a medical doctor and I'm a herbal physician, the man tried to, distance himself from me. I said, hey, I was rather flabbergasted. I was taken aback. I took a breather. I said, hey, these fellas, they really don't know what time it is. So instead of saying, well, look, because you know this who this man is, that you would work together for the betterment of our people. Everybody knows that when people go in these hospitals, many people they just don't come back. I don't make my program a bashing program of the hospitals, because I have a lot of respect for nurses, even more than the doctors. The nurses, I have plenty of respect for nurses, even more than the doctors themselves. You know, the nurses does do some jobs that you know the nurses are some job that the doctors just leave behind. There are things I personally, as I pre-scale, I'm telling you, at one Kailash, that I mean, we have a center. There are things that the nurse have to take care of. That so I mean, you have to just give thanks to the nurse. I mean, a nurse is like a job of it's just like the police runs into when they burst the gunshot, the police run in the direction of the gunshot where they're supposed to run and see what happened in there, and whatever. Right? The nurse runs to the places where the other people don't want to clean the poo poo and the pee pee and the putrefying wounds and nurse it and where they mass it and where the thing that smell real bad and nobody can take care of. They have to, So we give thanks to the nurses, man. I mean, they do some real, So I don't come on a TV bashing the hospital or these type of things. I don't do that. I can have a program just about that. I can do that. I don't come here doing that because that's my kindred, my people. I mean, we went to school together. Most of the people in the hospitals, we went to school together. And come on, I chose specifically to study and to fall into herbal medicine. It's not like I was a doncy at medical school. No, you know that. So come on. So at the end of the day, it is for us now, being so well acquainted, to work together in love, and make it happen for our people. Because we know it's terrible in the hospitals. Terrible, terrible. I go there, I see it myself. It's terrible, man. It's terrible, man. We have to demand better. So if it is that the hospital is what it is, we're supposed to have better hospitals than that. Come on. The doctors and the nurses are supposed to be working in better conditions than that. Come on. Come on. I mean, come on, man. It's supposed to be better than that. I mean, some things have to pause and fix up these things there and make sure these things they come into place fast. Because you gotta have sick and suffering people in an environment that is deprived, and not wholesome, and then no, so I give thanks still, but these brothers they have to check themselves, can't be hating priests for standing for what? Because I talk about herbs and this and that and that. Come on. I think you have other problems, brother. So you have to fix up yourself. As I love the ice still. So at the end of the day, when it comes to night, it's all about love. As healers, you cannot have a hate and wickedness and iniquity in your heart, because your hands is what heals. So your heart is where the transmission actually comes from. So that's supposed to be clean. So I do my best to keep a clean hand and a pure heart, and don't carry no hurt, no hate for anyone, man. And I don't make that. It's not like I feel sad that, I mean, it's up to the man. I mean, come on, I'm still good, I'm happy. But at the end of the day, you have to give thanks. And these are intelligent people who could have, gone high and create their own medicines. And they want to defend aspirin and ibuprofen and metformin and lisinopril and all them things there. How about them I want to defend, things that they don't make. And they could have used because they are intelligent people, very bright set of people. They could have gone further and create their own medicines for their own clients. And yeah, man, I would have said, yeah, man, give thanks, my brother. What? You do that job there? Man, give thanks, man. You working? Congrats, man, give thanks. Yeah, man, I'd be happy. What are you talking about? I'd be happy for you, man. Real happy. But you can't come and stand up for Pfizer and GW pharmacies and them kind of big companies and as if against little pre-scalash that have his little line of herbal products that I can't, come on. If I could help a little one, two people, man, come on. Don't do that. Stop that. All right, Dolores Alexander, I use it a lot. I would like to know about the palm oil. Well, when I was in medical school in Cuba, you know, I was in medical school in Cuba. I was prescribed glasses. I actually wear glasses for about 2 or 3 days, and then I got some palm oil from a brethren from Guinea-Bissau. Was it Guinea-Conakry? From an African brethren. Yeah, and he now had an ancient. I'm not talking about the processed palm oil in the supermarket, Talking about the ancient African palm oil, right? Handmade, peanut tree, yeah. And I use that in my salads and my peas sauce and my things. And even I stopped wearing glasses from that time, and now last time I checked, I still had 20/20 vision. So that was all 2001, was it 2000? Yeah, and one probably, yeah. Yeah, so 19 years. Give thanks. Dolores Alexander, okay, all right. Tara Love, blessings. Oh, give thanks, Honorable Tara. Give thanks for the eye. I pray everything is blessed. If you, I pray it's not too cold in your area. And Alexis, Honorable, you are doing a good job. Give thanks, Honorable Sister. The Blue Lion, the environment of the hospital itself is very depressing and give a death vibe. Yes, it does. So let us work to create a better environment for our people. Honorable, people scorn on the coconut oil. They say you using that makes your skin quality. I don't wasn't on it. Honorable, people scorn on coconut oil. They say you using that makes your skin quality. Yeah, I use coconut oil on my skin too. All right, I think we're due for an intercession on the 7:40 on the dot time where it is now. Okay, all right. So you're going for an intercession. Let me just read two little things again. Herbalist, blessed love, give thanks for life. Honorable, oh, give thanks. 360 Studio, the wicked would always distance themselves from the righteous priest. Okay, all right. We'll speak about when you come forward. We'll take an intercession when you come again. Definitely, we're going to continue. Blessed, give thanks. Oh, it's freezing, Tara, but enjoying. What makes a great full smile? Joy. Don't enjoy, full joy, right? Loud, small and quiet. Michelle, give thanks, King Rastafari, love and light. Give thanks, Honorable Love and Light. Love and light. Love and light. Yes, YouTube, I mean, we have enough things happening. I just opened up an Instagram account, I just say I will Instagram. So definitely you could check us right there at Honorable Priest Kailash. Yeah, there's enough different nice little vibes we have there for you already, so you can learn and keep up the education. And I find it's easy for me just to press and do a 1 minute thing. So it's enough different education that I will send for you there. M Santa, give thanks, blessed love. Um, Let me just check all what everything you're saying. Dolores, Herbalist, Zilla, give thanks for life and I praise, give thanks. Honorable Goddess, Ethiopia. Very true, Honorable. We doubt ourselves because we don't love ourselves. We have to learn to see beauty, intelligence, greatness in each other. Of course. Thanks, Goddess. Wisely Star, how can these blind guys lead us? Guys will always be guys. Yes, we do give thanks for life for the mighty life giver as we hear again right there live on Calabash Television. The lines are open. So for the people who want to give us a call, okay, we'll have an extended program tonight. Let me see how it goes. If I can run the marathon, I'll run the marathon with you, right? But you have to keep on calling, and if the marathon going good, then we'll have an additional 30 minutes. So we'll go until 8:30 if the marathon is good. If you're getting me drowsy there and I feel like I'm in this battle alone, I'm gonna leave you and gone. That's you too, on YouTube and also Calabash. You have to start calling and let us discuss what happening if the soy bean oil and all these mad things, happening there. People, neurological problems, schizophrenia, autism, diabetes, all them things there. And that's just a little thing, and mood uh, decreases the effectiveness of your hypothalamus. Come on, man. That means that you can't even get hypothalamus. Oh, come on. Come on, so your moods and everything is actually changed. That's dangerous. So lines are open. Give us a call 4519 1758 4519 1758 453 1730. Definitely give us a call and let us know. And you could ask your questions right here on your YouTube. The blue line is laughing medicinal in itself. Yes, it is. I mean, not hypocritical laughter, like I mean, come on, happiness, laughter, profound laughter, when tears come out of your eyes, and your belly start to hurt. Oh man, that is healing laughter. Yeah, give thanks. Please have some dialogue sometime about winning from metformin. Metformin, I mean, these things there is number one, you have to stop stressing. Because diabetes, they give a metformin to people with diabetes and also people with polycystic ovarian syndrome. And estrogen is responsible for both of these conditions also, because estrogen does actually increase the production of insulin from your pancreas. Yeah. Yes, caller, blessed. Bush for the hat. You have the volume of the TV very high, so like I could hardly hear what you're saying. I'm just hearing a distortion at the back there. But I think I heard you say what's good for the heart. Okay, right. I'll answer that. Give thanks. Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna answer that hard one just now. Let me just talk about the win of the diabetes of the. You see, many times our stress hormones does actually cause an increase in our gonadotropic hormones, meaning like as a man testosterone, as a woman estrogen and progesterone, and even man too with estrogen and progesterone also, and all these other herbs. Yes, caller, blessed. Yes. Okay, give thanks. I will answer that. Polycystic ovarian syndrome. I will answer that. Yeah, I'll answer you. I could hang up, I'll answer you. Yeah, so definitely stressing and all these different type of things that definitely affects your pancreas. It makes your pancreas produce more insulin, right? Causes you now as a person to become insulin resistant, right? So the same way as a woman that is pregnant, she develops what you call gestational diabetes because of an increase of estrogen, right? And that also in that specific time, because of the increase in estrogen, because you're pregnant, it causes an increased stimulation of the pancreas, causes an increase in insulin. You get insulin resistant and you have gestational diabetes. So the same thing with polycystic ovarian syndrome, right? So people with PCOS are also people prone to diabetes. Why? Because of the increase in progesterone and also estrogen. So it's like people who are pregnant and they're still not pregnant because of the increase in that particular hormone makes them believe like as if they have all the symptoms, right, of pregnancy, right, but they're not pregnant. Okay, so it is important that as a people that we understand even how our emotional state affects our wellness. So the diabetic sister who wants to get off the metformin, or if you have PCOS and you want to get off the metformin, you have to balance yourself emotionally. You have to stop stressing, stop fussing. Stop quarreling. Stop arguing. Just relax, calm. Give thanks. Give thanks. So immediately, what that causes an increase in serotonin and a decrease in cortisol, right? So it brings down your progesterone levels and also your estrogen levels. That's it. You calm down. You calm be nice. So the cyst now begins to shrink just because you are at a more calmer level. All right? And your blood sugar levels begin to go down just because now you're at a more calmer level. Right? Because the hormones, your state of mind, right, affects what chemicals that actually goes through your bloodstream. So the diabetic and the person with PCOS, same thing, man. Control yourself emotionally. Take a breather. Oh yes, breathe, relax, take a time out, and then you begin to understand that. Look, all right, look, the way that you're thinking now is helping to actually shrink the cyst, boost up your immune system so you could reabsorb the cyst, right? Regulate your blood sugar levels, and definitely, you could have to use your herbs. Your herbs like your cerasee, your dandelion, okay, your stinging nettle, your gully root, or what you call your anamu, and all these herbs, they definitely helps regulate your blood sugar levels. And for the people with PCOS, we have a 21-day program specifically. 21-day program for the PCOS. Definitely, we offer consultations up at MKRC Mon Kailash Rejuvenation Center up in the mountains in Mac. So just make a time out and pass at the restaurant Liberty on Jeremy Street, because you have to pay first. Right now you have to pay first before you come and see us. You pay for your appointment at the restaurant, you make it, and then we pick you up, bring you up to the mountain, to the divine place, nice and cool, fresh air, fresh water, and we sit down and we help you naturally eradicate your condition. 451-934-9453-1730. Definitely give us a call. Okay. Barbara Shepherd, I need the info for the PCOS. You could WhatsApp, you could email priskailash@gmail.com. That's PRIESTKAILASH@gmail.com. I'm going to type it for you. Right? Or yeah, email instead. If you email us, we could give you the guideline. Okay, and then you could also go to the website priskailash.com. Right, everything is right there. Okay, so King, can you just intake the herb and be healed? I mean, which herb are you talking about? There are plenty of herbs. Which herb are you talking about? Marijuana you talking about? You know? And it doesn't just take a herb to heal you, it takes a lifestyle to heal you. There's not just one herb you just take and you get healed. I don't believe in abracadabra, kazam. The herbs work with you synergistically. You work together with the herb to get healed. There's no abracadabra thing. You have cancer or you are going to just take that herb, boom, and you just get healed. No. It is the ganja. No, man, you have to take the herb with a positive mind, and a clean thoughts, clean meditation. Yes, caller, blessed. Yes, honorable. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. A gentleman called a while ago here and asked about what good for the heart. But I'm just letting him know that the someone feels is sweet, and when the young sour stuff is coming out from the flower,
Yes.
that free little yellow something like that is very good for the heart. You can pour hot water on it. If the gentleman listening, and he can go with that.
Give thanks, man. It looks like the hat for true. It looks like the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the hat.
Right. So if the gentleman is listening, it's very good.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Yes. Give thanks.
One another, because I've been taking good lecture from this Sunday.
Give thanks, my Lord.
I'm like the last time I mentioned, and I say, I disabled, but you mentioned to me, I said, no, you're not disabled.
Give thanks, man.
I was told to, so I'm 16 years.
Able.
Not walking, but I'm going with all your good lecture. I'm taking it, and I'm using the rules, especially the Buva,
Give thanks, man.
the Blue Movie, the Spanish Needle.
Give thanks, man.
All these things, the Sharper key.
Give thanks, man.
The one only call it man better
Oh, give thanks, man.
all these things, the lemongrass,
Give thanks.
and if I have to go to the doctor, it's very hard, and I just use the herb, and it's very good, and I do with my little exercise too,
Give
and
thanks.
my coconut cream in my one pot,
Give
that's
thanks.
what I go with. Yeah, and I use no sugar, nothing like that.
Give
My sugar
thanks.
is come from the fruits, like the pawpaw, and this kind of thing. But if I have to use the sugar in my porridge, I use a rice mamabu.
Right, Magaboo. That's a red sugar. That's a red sugar. You know what they used to do before? We used to roast it first so you get even, you get more caramelized.
And before when you was growing up, little youth, we used to do that, put the banana, the mamabu underneath
The fire,
the
yeah.
fire.
You roast
And
that.
even the coconut, man, we used to roast it too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
This
I
one,
was just telling a man that.
the people, this one, this kind of vibe.
I was just telling some. Who I was telling that? I was telling someone. This strong past them. I telling a man. Yeah, man. We used to roast the coconut. Nothing nice than a piece of roast coconut. But one thing, it does make you pass enough gas and it doesn't smell nice.
And especially the other one again, this morning I use it as what is that one name? The patchouli.
The patchouli, give
Yeah,
thanks,
man,
man.
very good. So I say this from coming that started from today and going down, that's what I'm gonna use for my herbs. At least for the whole 7 months.
Give thanks, my brother.
Patchouli.
Give
And it
thanks.
make you pass a lot of air.
Yeah, yeah.
Very good. And if you open the appetite too.
Give
So
thanks. Give thanks for the call, man. Yeah, man. Love, man.
Keep up the good work.
Love. Give
Yeah,
thanks.
man, one love.
One love. Give thanks. Honorable. So we had a call on my YouTube. I don't know if you were hearing it clearly, but the brethren was just expressing, what he's been doing over the years, and I give thanks for that interjection there, and definitely as also for the hot brethren, cayenne pepper, very rich in potassium. Your ripe banana, stinging nettle, all these things they are very good for the heart, and definitely good. What kind of herbs help with autism? Ganja is very good in balancing the mentality of the child. Um, the solar extract is very effective. Okay, the solar extract, the green juices, the tea helps to calm them down a lot. All right. Okay. Greetings. I'm very interested in this herbalist business. I am actually using some of teas. I came to your shop in Castries September. I wanted some Irish moss. Okay. All right. So we have Irish moss. You can just check us if you want. Um, Send me an email to that email there, my sister. How can you know palm oil is pure as a person new to it? Probably have to go on the continent, and get it. It's your sauce, it's your sauce. There are people who just do their things good, and also the oil is not. It's thick, like almost like a butter, but it still flows, and it's deep red. It's not colorless or none of them things there. Yeah, that's what I could say. Greetings. I have acid reflux when I use patchouli is very very effective. It's very effective. And acid reflux are people who stress a lot too. Stop stressing. Take a time out. Pray before you eat. It will calm you down better. All right. But the patchouli tea is very good. Basil, ginger, good. Um, Tara love. The coronavirus is the new thing on the block. How do we boost our immune system to combat viruses? The coronavirus is not a new, is not new on the block. You see, these people there, they say it actually came from a market in China where they the original source of the coronavirus is a bat, comes from the bat. So they say, well, like the snake, it got in contact with the bat and get the virus, and somebody eat the snake, and then they think. But in China they don't sell bat soup. You know, yes, I saw a picture, really and truly, if on the internet. I was just reading about the coronavirus, and then I saw a picture literally where they were saying about the bat. Did it really from a bat? And they were saying yes. And they had the soup where you have the bat, literally a bat soup. Yes, all kind of things them people that eat, So the viruses are nothing new. It's just that um, they are mutating to the extent whereby people, because of people's interaction with animals, the viruses are beginning to affect people. Yes, caller, blessed. Your voice is very low. I don't know if it's in the studio or is it your telephone.
So can I speak for joint pain?
Joint pain, you could massage the joints with warm castor oil and cayenne pepper powder, but try to drink a lot more water. A lot more water. And also you could just like boil about a liter of water, put about a handful of the stinging nettle, pour it over it, allow it to cool, and just drink it as your water for the day. Okay.
Also, my fingers sometimes, my fingers I can't move it, and I have lots of cramps.
Yeah, stop eating too much red beans and beans and beans and beans and too much high proteins. Your diet is have too much proteins. Try to do more fresh salads. Green juices. Okay, stop eating too much proteins. Your uric acid levels must be very high. So you have a inflammation between your joints. All right, so they call arthritis. Arthritis just means inflammation between the joints. Okay, so try to drink plenty more water, massage with warm castor and cannabis powder, your parsley juice. Avoid too much beans and even fish. Fish does increase the inflammation between your joints too. All right, and then too much beans, and red meats and chicken and pork and beef, and try to just go a bit more ital. All right, you're welcome, love, blessed. Yeah, so the coronavirus is not something that is new, really. Okay, so and then these people just want to interfere with the animals, and trouble the animals and thing and create bugs too, because none of them virus they create them things there in lab. Even like the that virus thing that was actually troubling, it was killing so many people. It's owned by the CDC. Some viruses are patented and they are owned by institutions. So people's lifestyles actually cause them to get in interaction with particular types of animals. And so if you eat particular type of things, then you put yourself at risk to get your system into some particular type of things. You understand? So at the end of the day, to boost up your immune system, definitely you have to stay away from certain type of environments and type of people. I mean, period. Yeah, we have a product called the Answer. I recommend that you get the Answer. Okay, Taro, the Answer that boosts up the immune system. Okay, lots of cannabis. All right, green juices. Feuille du vent. Stinging nettle. Right, vervine. Okay, chew your neem stick. You understand? Drink a little charcoal water, your thing. All them things that helps to boost up the immune system. Stop stressing. All right. Okay. New caller? Ever caller? No? Okay, we lose the call. All right. Herbalist. Yes, the herbs are for the healing of the nation, but requires goodwill and changes within habits that end good and replace it with good and positive actions, as the Honorable mentioned. Truly, man, it's a lifestyle change. It's not an abracadabra, complete lifestyle change. Give thanks, herbalist. Herbal most, the herbalist. Annie Alexis, Honorable, how can I get the herbal manual in St. Martin? I don't know whether Sister Natasha Lake has any more. You could contact her. I don't know if she has any more. She's supposed to. I'm not sure. And also, you could buy it on Amazon, or you could just give us a call in St. Lucia or send an email at prescalash@gmail.com, and I could always ship it up for you. Can I smoke herb having acid reflux? We don't smoke herb. We just meditate with the herb. We hold a meditation. We don't smoke. I don't smoke, I don't smoke. I'm a non-smoker. I just meditate. Get a steamer. A steamer, chalice. Yeah, man. That's what you're talking about. You don't smoke. Hold a meditation. Yes, caller, blessed. Yes, give thanks.
difference in the chemical composition or the difference in the color of the flowers, denotes chemical composition of the plant. Additional that.
Yeah, man, give thanks, man, definitely. See, I like the purple one or the bluish one, what we call the blue vervine, but it's very a purple vervine, right? That's richer in zinc, and it's more for the man, all right? It's a more like a man herb, right? And where the white vervine now, the stimulate milk production, very good to cleanse the womb of the woman also after childbirth, so it's more of resident of the human vervine. Okay, so the flowers do show, and it's very rich in iron also. Yes, morning color, blessed. Yes, color.
Yes, I'm calling about menstrual cramp.
Yeah, what about it?
What can I take for it?
So you wanted to get you want to take something for it or something against it? All right.
I want,
Give thanks. I'll answer you. I was just having a little fun with you. Give thanks. Yeah, you can't take something for it. You must take something against it because you want to stop it. Because your word pattern and your thought pattern will affect exactly how it is that you deal with your condition. You understand? So
yeah.
it's important that you have that kind of mentality. You're not helping it, you want to bring it down. So menstrual cramp, what you do 7 days before your cycle come, you prepare for it. By what? By boosting up your iron levels. Alright, so by drinking plenty cocoa tea, you have to drink cocoa tea every day. Use lots of
Okay.
zephina, what they call the spinach to boost up your iron. Also, you use there's a herb called red raspberry. The red raspberry leaf is very, very effective. Drink that red raspberry leaf tea. Drink plenty of sea moss. So you build up your blood 7 days before your cycle. Don't wait until your cycle comes, right? Or you could even start 14 days before, anticipating that you do that. And like when your cycle supposed to start now, you still continue your iron rich feast, but you introduce bay leaf. Okay, bay leaf helps the blood to flow better. Bay leaf. All right, so bay leaf, that'll be a very good thing for you. All right, within that time. So if
Thank you.
if anything, also just go to the Levity and get the home cleanser. Very good, to cleanse the home.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yes.
All right. Blessed Lord. Give thanks. All right. So acid reflux. Okay. Gen. Follow me. Blessed love. Which herbs work for lymphatic system? Lymphatic system is your drainage. You have a color? No?
Better love.
Yeah, blessed love, honorable. Give thanks.
I have a dry cough. I want to know what can I do, what can I drink for it?
You know the herb they call the gopopon for the dry cough.
Yes.
Okay, so you take about a 5 of the round tops of the gopopon, right, and you squeeze the juice of free sour orange. All right, and you put 3 of the rinds, half of each of the rinds, half of one, half of one, to boil the gopopon. You boil in that one there. If about, let's say, about a cup of water, you boil it until it's boiling, until it boils for about 3 minutes. So you get hot and it's boiling for about 3 minutes. You allow it to cool and you drink it. That's very good for persistent coughs, dry coughs. Very good. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Give thanks. All right. Can I smoke? No, not smoke here, right? Blessed Lord, which helps work good for lymphatic system? If you when talking about the lymphatic, you're talking about your drainage system, and you're also talking about your immune system, because your lymph nodes are basically nodes or areas of high concentration of lymphatic tissue or lymphatic cells, which basically are immune system cells. All right, so for lymphatic system is anything that causes lots of drainage, like your Spanish needle, what they call the zebazedry. That is very good. Your also your zeb charpentier or carpenter's bush. Japana, all these things, they are extremely good. Your parsley is very good. Also externally, poultices with turmeric and cayenne pepper and salt. These things, they are also good for lymphatic system. What is the website address, please? The website is priskelash.com. .com. Okay, that's it. All right. Herbalist. Yes, if the immune system is up to optimal level, there is no virus or bacteria or any Eurocentric philosophy that can get the eye. Stay alive. Rastafari. Give thanks. Tara Love was watching one of your Instagram videos. What is the benefits of the red, white, and black quinoa, green banana, and spelled flour dumpling? Well, it tastes good, Tara. I mean, yeah, it tastes good. That's the good benefit. It feels good in the mouth. When food feels good in the mouth, it brings a good, fulfilling feeling within your whole system. So being good in the mouth, definitely, it's that's good. So very rich in fiber, very rich in iron, very rich in minerals. Other minerals, you can find plenty of minerals in that, but iron, definitely. And the green banana, we grated the skin with it. So that's very rich in insoluble and insoluble fiber and extremely rich in iron. Yes, caller, blessed. Yes, honorable.
Yes, definitely. I don't know if I missed out. I think you mentioned acid reflux. Um, what was, because my partner is suffering, especially at night, with acid reflux. What
Acid
is the treatment?
reflux. I'm not hearing the calls too clearly down here, but I'm thinking I'm hearing you saying acid reflux. Yeah, so basically, as I said previously, gastric problems they go hand in hand with stress and fussing and quarrel and them type of things. So when it comes to stomach problems, you have to take it easy, cool down, just cool off, cool. Okay, and then the patchouli is very good. Patchouli is extremely good for acid reflux. You could also use your ginger, and also you could use basil or basilic. That's very good. All right, these things there are great. All right, 4519349453170 YouTube. I think you went silent on me. I'm not. I don't know what's going on. I mean, come on. My calls are a bit faster. It's almost 8 o'clock. I'm just going to. Seems like I'm going to have to just end at 8. If you're not keeping up, we'll take an intercession now and then we'll come again and run and see what happened. Okay? Intercession. Because I love when you come again.
What makes a great sign? Simplicity, creativity, huge and loud, small and quiet.
Give thanks for life.
At Excel Sign, we help clients all over St. Lucia create the perfect sign for their business needs. Our printing takes place right here with state-of-the-art machines to get the job done at the highest quality. We specialize in a wide variety of pylon signs, beacon wraps, channel letters, billboards, 3D letters, and lots more. Designed to have high visibility, longer life, and great value. Call or visit Excel Sign today and find out how we can help your business express itself. Excel Sign, taking science further.
You've invested lots of time and money into your business. Your customers place their trust in you. Don't take them for granted. You want your customers to keep coming back. The St. Lucia Bureau of Standards is there to guide you on training and the certification needed to give you that competitive edge. It is more affordable than you think. Call the St. Lucia Bureau of Standards today at 453-0049. SLBS, making quality and standards our way of life.
Yes, we do give thanks for life and a mighty life giver, and we give thanks for this divine opportunity. And I give thanks for life and a mighty life giver. And we give thanks as we're going to have a little extension to the program. So, it's going to be as long as you interactive. I'm not going to be here struggling and fighting the war by myself. We have to, fight the war together. And, we said something here where we read this article about the soybean oil, and many people have called, and no one has commented on that. So I'm looking for intelligent conversation also, not only on what's bothering you, but also on the point of discussion that we have today, and the whole aspect of the soybean oil, the autism, schizophrenia, neurological problems, oxytocin, the deprivation of the hypothalamus, that controls love, mood, and bonding. So let us hear what you have to say about that thing also. Don't just um, you know um, let us know what you think about that. Honorable Goddess Itopia Simone, the next retreat is the Goddess Retreat, scheduled for March 8th to 15th of March 2020 at the Morning Killers Reunion Center. Yes, there is the Goddess Retreat coming up. Empress had, gotta send me a video, for me to show the people, but I have not gotten that video. Um, should send me the video so I could show the people of what is happening for the Goddess Retreat. It's a time for the woman, specifically at Mon Kailash Rejuvenation Center, whereby it's woman only, and it's going to be a moment for the bonding of the woman. Also, a moment whereby as a woman could come and cleanse yourself, because at the end of the day, many times our women go for plenty things for society, and they never take a me time, and they always think about all type of things that people talk about, but they're not really talking about themselves and investing the time and energy in themselves. So the woman and them would always put everybody first, and then they come last. When that's not supposed to be the case, they're supposed to literally, put themselves first and make sure that they get the best. So the Goddess Retreat is a time whereby the woman up in Mount Kailash from the 8th of March, you'll have people from all around the world coming there specifically. And people will be staying in on the mountain. And what we'll be having is meditation, yoga, you know, um, different types of therapies, acupuncture, reflexology, massages, baths, yoni, steam baths, also all different types of therapies for the human, whereby the human get an opportunity to get pampered, taken care of within that time. And also you have goddess circles where the sisters would come and sit together and basically empower one another. So give thanks for that. I don't know if Honorable Empress Itopia would give a call and just enlighten us, because she's supposed to send us a video that we could have played for you so you could have seen, but Empress Itopia should call and even let the people in St. Lucia know exactly what is going on. Don't just type it there on YouTube and expect me to do all the work. You should call and give your goddess perspective that the people may know what is happening. Coconut oil is a medicine. Queen used it in her products. Yes. Lisa Lopez. Should you mix powdered soursop with powdered guinea hen wheat? If so, how? First and foremost, you must make sure that it's powdered soursop, or it's soursop leaves, or soursop fruit, or soursop. If it's soursop leaves, of course you can. I mean, you could use soursop and guinea hen. You could combine it, but you have to make sure you know how the herbs really smell. If it's the real stuff, yes, you could mix it. But you don't boil it. You boil the water, and then you put probably a teaspoon each or so. Based upon the strength of your herbs. I'm not really sure exactly where you get it. Can you put castor oil packs on kidneys to help? Yes, castor oil packs helps anything. Helps to suck out toxins from the physical structure. Right, helps to shrink tumors, especially people with fibroids and these things. That the castor oil packs are very effective, and you could use it in combination with other herbs and also with the banana leaf to help to create. And also, you could use the castor oil in the poultices with lots of high minerals to help to suck to create that gradient, concentration gradient to more draw things out of the physical structure, right? hmm It seems like our calls are almost done, and I'll be waiting for a call from the Honorable Empress, and I think we would just close at 8:15. Yeah. Yes, 519-512-53730. Give us a call. Definitely let us know what you're talking about, what you're thinking. No one is calling about the soya bean thing I talk about. Everybody calling about the headache and all type of thing. And person not talking about the soya bean thing, man. Give thanks, Lisa Lopez. Love to the eyes anyway. And blessings. Yes, let us say some comments about what I spoke of about the soybean oil. We said that we read an article, and we read that at the university, that we had a report that was published in endocrinology, that journal that shows that soybean oil fed to mice has major impacts upon the hypothalamus, an area of the brain crucial for regulating mood and behavior. More worryingly, if even it even affected over 100 of the mice's genes, including one for controlling oxytocin, the love and bonding hormone. That's soybean, man. The oil of it. Considering the evidence, they say that anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, diabetes, right? Come on. So no one is gonna call and say anything about that. Come on. Seems like you all want me to fight the war all by myself. Good night, everybody. Blessed love. Give thanks, Couture du Jean. Give thanks for being with us, Honorable. No one quite answer nothing about that. Well, I guess that's it then. I guess probably people don't agree. I don't know. No one. Okay, Herbal said soybean already hybrid and the oil is vastly used here in Brazil. All GMO. I think the best thing to do is to extract is exactly raise awareness for prevention as the I doing it. Give thanks, Honorable, for the love. Glorify. Yes, callers in St. Lucia, 4519349 What you saying about the what you saying about the soybean oil? Couture Duchamp, what's the topic for tonight? I'm late. Oh my. You could just watch the program afterwards. I mean, we've taken off right now. We're just about to land. We're just about to land, my sister. 6 more minutes before we land. So we're descending slowly, right? We talked about the whole aspect of how they tricked the people down here in St. Lucia and Dominica and Jamaica and all these countries that use lots of coconut oil for centuries. And they told them that it was high in cholesterol, and then they pumped them with soybean oil and vegetable oil. And now the scientists are saying that these things they cause neurological conditions. And why they said that coconut oil was not good because they said it raised up the cholesterol level. But the soybean oil that they gave to us even caused hundredfold of what they say that our thing caused. Okay, so we were looking at that tonight. We look at many things, but it doesn't seem like anyone wants to call. The best oil is coconut oil, hands down. Right? Yes, 451-934-453-1730. Give us a call. We'll take one more call before we go. Not about if you have a headache or if you have a bellyache. I want someone to call and comment about the whole aspect of the soybean oil and what it causes. If you want to learn more about the story, definitely you could just type it on your thing and just type soybean oil, neurological problems. It's on RT News, America, right? And BBC, all them places there. BB Blind. Yes, Nicola, blessed.
Yes, all right, night. I'm good.
I'm blessed. Give thanks. How is the eye?
Yeah, good. So far, so food.
For your what? A soft root? If you have neem, just chew the neem. Neem bush. Neem, you know what that bush they call neem? Yeah, chew it. Yeah, chew it and swallow the juice. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Still nothing about the soybean oil. Huh? Give thanks, King Rastafari, love and light, Queen, higher meditation, little prayers. Here in the States, they use soybeans and soybean oil in both processed foods. Thanks for you for the information. Definitely, man, it's a poison. It's killing our people, changing their moods, anxiety, depression. How you think that so many of our people are sick and depressed and schizophrenia? Oh, they after me. Oh, yeah. Oh, must check ourselves, man. Definitely. Yes, definitely. I mean, it's time to just seal up. Yes, caller, blessed. Yes, blessed love, honorable. I'm good. Give thanks. Could I get a little bit more up, please?
What local bush can I use for prostate?
Um, yes. For prostate, so you want the prostate to get what you want. All right. You could use a Zebaku West. The Zebaku West is very good. All right, Zebaku West. What they call artillery film. Artillery film is also good. Artillery film, what they call Natuke Kai. Artillery film, that's extremely good for the prostate. Our natural red clover, which we call the flemagewit, that's also extremely good. Stinging nettle good, furvine, all of these are good. Yes, caller, blessed. Blessed? Give thanks. I hope you're going to comment on the soybean oil first before you speak.
Soybean oil, that's not really something that's been so, something that's really so much a part of our culture and other people. We have to act against what the society usually encourages us to do, as in the bigger world powers that is, because these people are always promoting things that will ensure that they have a certain control over what we think, what we do, what we say, and so on. So the coconut oil has always been very much a part of our everyday life. It's something our ancestors used. We've been doing it all along, so we're not sure what's happening with us. It doesn't take somebody to come and tell us about it. We know about it, and us just allowing all of this to happen. It's just us not really having so much love and confidence and trust for ourselves, for what we know of, So, yeah, that's just what I have to say about that. It shouldn't really have to take them to come sometime after the community scientific studies now and sure. We've had the experience of it, we've lived it, we know what has been good. If something is not broken, why fix it? If anything, let's just seek out ways in which we can make more use of the coconut for all the needs that we have. In our everyday life, we should just try to get rid of what we have just because of mixing bad. And when we know what we do, so experiencing that strongly. Yeah, that's my point of view.
Give thanks, honorable. And you were saying about the goddess retreat.
Yes, the goddess retreat. The Ubuntu movement goddess retreat, which is scheduled to be happening on March, well, the start of March 8th and the close on March 15th, 2020. It will be happening at Montana Rejuvenation Center. Really, what it is, the whole theme is rekindling the sisterhood. So,
Rekindling the sisterhood.
Rekindling the sisterhood. Every activity will be geared towards that. It's about the woman. It's about the woman strengthening each other and herself in the whole process. We are able to reawaken or strengthen something that wants to want. And because of it being in time past, it has been
learn from each other's experiences, and we can strengthen each other in times of challenges. Yeah, when we can do that, we ensure that we are successful as a whole. So in the same spirit of Ubuntu, which really encourages the oneness of everything. Yeah, the goddess retreat is just that to remind us that we are sisters, and whatever struggles we're going through, whatever goals and aspirations we may have, we are going to spend the moment together in season and all that, helping each other to heal and helping each other to framework these forward, because we lack that many times in our society, and we're going to take the time out to just, give us some love and receive some love from us. And so, anyone wanting to know more or to participate in the Ubuntu Woman College Retreat, they're encouraged to email us at tumgoddessretreat@gmail.com. That's TUMGODDESS retreat, RETREAT, at gmail.com, or on WhatsApp 758-285-5195. 758-285-5195 to get more information on how, for the goddesses especially, to be able to share this beauty with other goddesses, and then create more beautiful things in the world.
That's it, Honorable.
Yes, give thanks for accommodating us, Honorable Free. Out of love.
I am because you are, and because you are, I am.
Truly, Ubuntu reflects.
Reflection,
Love, love.
love, give thanks. Honorable. Definitely so. I mean, and as you heard, I know that the people on YouTube probably didn't hear it that clearly because it was a telephone call where the Honorable Empress was giving some highlights on the whole aspect of the Ubuntu Goddess Retreat coming up in the 8th of March till the 15th of March. Basically, we give thanks. It's going to be a wonderful moment as we just, you know, focusing on investing positive energy in what it is that we're doing. Dolores Alexander, Honorable, soya bean oil was associated with Rasta in the early years as it was considered pure. Well, I mean, the Rasta man used to use the bean and they used to make their own tempeh and their own tofu and everything. Yeah, on the thing, but uh, the oil, no. Yeah, but they used to grow the beans. Yeah, yeah. So, and they said, well, even it was used to replace meat, then it became commercial. Yes, yes, you're right. Yeah. 4519349. I mean, I think that was our final call. We do give thanks for all those people who have actually called tonight, and all those of you who actually um, did not call. We give thanks for you also. I mean, give thanks for the one caller who I got something of the soybean out of. And I would have prayed that more of us would have communicated on that, so at least, our children listening would have gotten some knowledge, because you know that people listening. All right, so stay away from the soybean oil. Love yourself. Okay? Real cocoa, coconut oil, best oil. All right, and organize yourself, love yourself, and it is an oil that you could do by yourself. You don't have to wait on no one to do it. You just get 5 dry coconuts, grater it, add a little bit of warm water, squeeze out the juice. You could just boil it down on low heat, you'll get oil. If you put it in a dark place, leave it there for 2 days, you could pick up virgin coconut oil from the top of it. All right, so it's nothing that you need any machine or any chemicals for, so it's a natural thing. So give thanks. We stop using soya in oil forms as with all other oils. That is, there is an influx of commercial coconut oils on the market too that may not be good for us too. You're right. Many other coconut oils on the market. I don't buy coconut oil from the supermarket shelf. I do handmade coconut oil.